Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I will call the Board of Examiners meeting to order. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. In Carson City that would like to provide public comment to the board. I hear and see none. Okay, if you would just state your name for the record, please.
No, Governor. There's no public comment.
Oh, okay. Perhaps which is approval of the October 10, 2017 meeting minutes. Have the members had an opportunity to review the minutes, and are there any changes? From October 10th, 2017. Is there a second?
I second, Governor.
Secretary of State has seconded the motion. Any questions or discussion? To purchase state vehicles. Mr. Wells, good morning.
Good morning, Governor and members of the board. The item 4 includes 5 requests and/or mileage requirements in the state administrative manual. A work program to accept a grant for the purchase of these vehicles was approved by IFC in the agency's legislatively approved budget. One of the vehicles does exceed the amount that was approved, and the additional funding will protection to replace 2 vehicles that have met the age and/or mileage requirements in SAM, and which were included in the agency's legislatively approved budget. Replace 1 agency vehicle which was totaled in an accident, and these are being purchased using the lease purchase program. And the final request is from the Department of Public Safety, stay available to answer any questions the board members may have.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. I have no questions. Straightforward, all been approved. So presented in agenda item number 4, the Secretary of State has seconded the motion. Any questions or discussion on the motion? Hear none, all in favor say aye. Amount from the contingency account. Mr. Wells. And perhaps, Mr. Wells, before you begin, let's do it this way. If you would.
Item 5 includes 7 requests for positive recommendations to the Interim Finance Committee pursuant to NRS 353-268 for allocations from the General Fund contingency account in the amount of $234,372 in fiscal year 2018 and $375,056 in fiscal 17 legislature relating to verification of inmate identity and date of birth prior to the issuance of a photo identification card. The second request in the methodology, which had a detrimental impact on certain school districts. The third request in the amount of $208,017 legislative session adjourned. The Workforce Research Data System, or the Empower system, to enhance the data analysis capabilities of that system. This request was originally included in the governor's recommended budget. The fifth request in the amount of $178,580 is the Office of the Protected. The sixth request, which was originally in the amount of $122,250, is from the Emergency Management Division submitted additional information regarding the county's concern for public safety and the needs, and a request for additional personnel to provide security $3 from the original request. And then the seventh request in the amount of $53,578 is from the Department of Public Safety Highway Patrol for the remainder of the fiscal year. These requests total $3,324,961 and are all subject to.
I don't have any questions personally for the Department of Corrections for 5A. Do either of the board members wish to have the Department of Education? I think I saw Dr. Canavero here. Sir, would you please come forward on agenda item 5B?
Superintendent of Public Instruction. I'm joined by Roger Roming, Deputy Superintendent for Finance. And this request is for 1.67. I'm going to explain a little bit about what we mean there. Senate Bill 544 codified the per pupil allocation that's based upon the DSA workbook at the end of 544. The department committed to work with Washoe County to determine the source and the reason behind what they thought was an enrollment table that was utilized in creating the dollar value per pupil codified in Senate Bill 544. So the example would be a student enrolled in Connections Academy, a statewide virtual charter school, who lived in Clark. It added students to Washoe County School District that weren't necessarily enrolled in, did not reside within the Washoe County School District. The effect that it had on 2 districts, actually, Washoe County School District, and based upon our analysis, also Carson City School District, to a problem that we saw and that we're attempting to solve. This is very different than the per-pupil support in and through the legislature. So it's very different. This is a problem that we identified that we're trying to fix. Within the distributed school account functioning normally, had a decline in their per-pupil allocation. That was due to local revenue and a solution that we're looking to do. So this also takes into account the $5 million that was allocated to Washoe using where students reside rather than the virtual charter school headquarter enrollment table.